right, welcome to the inaugural episode of the Armchair Athletes podcast. I'm your host, Alex. I'm joined here by Kyle and Seth. Boys, you excited? It's our first ever podcast episode.
I'm excited to be here. I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, I'm pretty fired up.
Absolutely. All right, let's get right into it. Obviously, big topic of the week is going to be the Super Bowl. Huge comeback by the Patriots there. But, I mean, did the Falcons blow it? Did the Patriots win it? What happened, boys?
It was a good game. Number one, it was a good game. Can I just say that? For the last few Super Bowls, outside the one where we just had with Carolina and the Broncos, we've been blessed. We've been having good Super Bowls. I swear before that they were shit. So I'm just thankful it was fucking good. In terms of who won it, who lost it, Patriots, great comeback. They won. Yes, blah, blah, blah. The Falcons, they blew it. They blew it. Everybody knew it. It was over. They blew it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, everybody knows that the Falcons blew it. But it's pretty much the offensive coordinator that just blew it.
I would kind of
Kyle
agree on
Shanahan,
that.
the guy who's supposed to have a head coaching job, probably in Cleveland.
But, I mean, can you really blame the loss on one guy? At the same time, the defense let the Patriots score, 25, 30 points in the second half?
Here's the thing that, just the way the game unfolded for me, what really, yes, the defense played terribly. They played terribly at the end. They couldn't do anything. And what was weird is the first half they were blitzing. They were coming with a lot of pressure. Then they kind of just went Tampa 2 off coverage because they were up big. And they didn't even they didn't throw it deep really much the entire game, the Patriots. They were throwing it short most of the game. I don't really understand why they stopped running the ball in the second half. They were up 28-3. They ran the ball 4 times after that, 4 total times. They were gashing them in the first half. They averaged over 9 yards a carry in the first half. And they stopped running the ball. That's Kyle Shanahan as well.
Kyle Shanahan, the guy who's going to be the head coach next year.
And I love him. And I actually I love Kyle Shanahan, but I don't know what to say on that.
Where's he going to go?
He's already signed. He's going to San Francisco.
He signed in San
Yeah, he
Francisco.
signed up there. How long is it? Do you know how long the deal is?
I think it's 5 years. Him and what's that one guy, John Lynch or whatever?
Yeah, John Lynch.
GM.
San
Francisco
Francisco
coverage.
I thought that was a rumor.
No way, man.
it's
San Francisco's getting 2. I think John Lynch, he hasn't done a single coaching thing in his life.
He's on
has he?
TV only.
He's GM.
Yeah, he's GM still, man. I don't know. He's just a TV personality.
And you know how he became the GM? He wasn't even going to be hired. They had 2 other guys decided. He messaged Kyle Shanahan. He texted him. They talked. They met. Kyle then messaged the freaking owner. He then went and stayed with the owner for 2 days. The owner loved him so much, he hired him. He wasn't even a candidate. He just won it.
I mean, that just goes to show it's all about who you know, right? That's insane.
Probably sucked Kyle off. Not you, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
I gave Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch 2 years in San Francisco.
Man, I give them less than
2
1.
years?
2 years. I give them less
They
than...
can sign 6 and 5 year deals. You got to be giving them time.
You think? I think that owner's too crazy, man. The owner's going to freak
He's
out.
insane.
The owner's going to freak out when they're 0-16, and he's going to fucking fire them both.
Kaepernick just also, I think, decided to be a free agent. He went on his player option. So I don't know what they're doing for quarterback, but 49ers are an entirely different story. That's a garbage can.
That's
All right, you're right. Back to Super Bowl. All right, so I think we all agree the Patriots somehow won it. Falcons pretty much choked it away, right?
Kyle Shanahan choked it away.
They were 1 for 8 on third downs.
At the same time, I mean, Brady did come back and win that game, though, because, I mean, teams since 1991 are 4-1,057 when trailing by 25 in a game. So, I mean, that's got to be doing something right.
They did, they did win it. They did deserve to win it. They came back. They played hard.
No doubt.
In the final drive, Julio makes that catch. Everyone thinks after that catch is made, the game's over.
Absolutely.
They throw the ball, hold penalty, incomplete. You run the ball, you get no yards, 40-yard field goal.
Another
You're probably
thing.
making it.
Didn't Julio get hurt? Wasn't he hurt at halftime and he didn't catch a single ball the rest of the game?
He caught this one lone one in the second half, the big catch. Only the 3 in the first half, but some slight non-factor. But Matt Ryan was 17 of 23. The plays were 93-46 for the Patriots. Time of possession, 41 minutes to 23 minutes.
You can't win a game like that.
They dominated them. They weren't on the field.
That's funny.
They just kind of stopped playing in the second half.
Fair enough. So, I mean, I guess everyone was more shocked by the first half. I mean, I think everyone expected the Patriots to win, right?
I was expecting the Patriots to win.
I expect the Patriots to
I
win.
didn't bet on it because of that. I
Me too.
knew they were going to win, but I hate the Patriots.
Wow.
Man.
Same feeling.
Fair enough. I feel like we're the minority there, though. So, Vegas, they didn't do super great on the Super Bowl, did they?
It wasn't one of their better Super Bowls. I got a few numbers here. First things first, it was a record bet, $138 million. The terms of profit, this year they only made $10.9 million.
No, I just want to be clear. This is just in Vegas, right?
This is just in Vegas. So Canada, outside places, I mean, those numbers aren't to me right now at this point. but in terms of just to Vegas, they made $10.9 million. The year before that, they had made 13, and then in 2014, they had made 19.6. So still a good amount of cash, but down the last couple of years.
Now, my favorite thing about the Super Bowl is all the different kind of prop bets you can get on it. There's way more than just the average game, and
everything.
A ridiculous number hit this year, right? Like, here's just a couple, and the ones that Vegas had to pay out on. So OT, first OT ever in Super Bowl history. 85% of people who bet on that bet yes, and it paid 5.5 times their money. Brady being MVP, there's double the money placed on him being MVP than anybody else. So, I mean, obviously some people won some cash there. Being more than two-point conversions of the game, 96% of people who bet on this said yes. And a missed extra point, 87% said yes to that and got 2.5 time odds. Now, what was the best prop bet you guys saw?
Personally, my favorite one was will the national anthem singer, whatever his country name is,
Who was it? Garth Brooks?
No.
Kenny Chesney? I don't know. Whose country singer?
Slipping, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, it was will he walk in with a hat on?
And
My choice? Yeah, I thought he would. Country guy, probably a cowboy hat. No hat.
Damn, man, that sucks. You'd think he would. I mean, this country singer. Come on, bud, represent.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some other good ones that have been talked about a lot, like the national anthem going over because it went over by like 3 seconds.
I don't even really do prop bets, to be honest.
Most of them are so lame that it's like, why would I waste my money?
The
on
Gatorade
this?
one, I used to be into that for some reason.
I used to love the Gatorade one.
My favorite prop bets are like betting on the MVP and the first touchdown of the game. The MVP
First touchdown's a good one.
First touchdown's
That's
great.
actually
Pays
good.
well. I mean, you can usually pick that if you know the game.
If you put like $10 down on like Julio for the last game, he would have paid out $70.
It's not too shabby at all, eh?
And they're like most games, there's a good chance Julio's gonna get the first touchdown.
I feel like if you bet on Lady Gaga, was it not obvious she was opening up with that song? What's that song called?
But here's the thing,
What's that song again?
Poker Face.
Poker Face. Like I felt like I knew that was coming, even though she's got a ton of hits. I felt like I knew that.
And that's what people felt. But did it pay out? Because she actually started with "America the Brave" or something like that. She started off with some song of that.
Wait! Oh
Yeah,
shit!
when
'cause
she was standing up.
outside.
So
Does that count?
I don't know.
Does that count as a song? Because you're like not in the show.
Nobody is betting on that. All right, to Google, we're gonna find out if this.
You're
counts
not
or not
in the show. You're not in the stadium.
But I mean, that's part
You're
of the
not
show.
performing.
What do you mean that's not the show? She had fucking drones flying behind her. She was standing
Is that
300
her
feet
own
above
song?
the thing.
Does that count?
No,
'Cause
no,
it's not
not at
even
all.
her own song. It's not even one of the prop bet options.
All right, what do we got?
Lady Gaga opened her Super Bowl performance with a protest anthem.
That's not a song.
That's not. It's not. But I mean, anthem is a song, isn't it?
Voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, let's see what Google has to tell us here.
I've gone to Google. I found the results. First song of Lady Gaga's halftime show category. Any other song. God Bless America. So you're right. Any other song is one of the categories. I didn't even fucking know that. So you're correct.
I mean, there you go. Hey, Vegas, they know how to cover their ass, though, right?
They of course they knew that. Like they wouldn't have. They know they have to have an option that isn't one of their options there. Like not above here.
Absolutely right.
That's so terrible for anyone who bet on Poker Face being the first song.
You got to be
It
pissed.
was paying like 7-1. It was
You
paying
got to be pissed.
so hard.
You see that come on right after. You're like,
I'm pissed.
unbelievable.
I'm phoning the book and I'm pissed.
But everybody else who bet on something else, they're like, this is exactly what I expected. Protest.
Absolutely. But I mean, who takes that, right? I mean, she's obviously going with her
Protest song.
I mean, good for her, I guess. Was it really
That must have paid out huge. Who guesses that?
No, because there's so many other options. It pays out less.
Well, I don't think they give you every one of her songs.
I think for any other song, yeah, they only give you about 5 or 6. Then any other
options.
song, they're going to give you probably about 4.5 to probably 7 times your odds.
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't give you great because
way.
there's so many songs out there. right?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give you great odds. But here, how can you say it's a protest song when it's so produced? I mean, it's like obviously the NFL signed off on it. They friggin' put her up there in the rafters with her crazy bat suit.
The
and
NFL's not
everything.
going to allow any sort of protest.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously someone planned that thing at the NFL. They're like, yeah, just go sing the song.
Staged. Not really making a difference. Such bull.
Ridiculous.
Fake.
Fake. Okay, so back to actual football. How about that final play with White? He's at the 1 yard line or whatever.
Quick Vegas note. Quick Vegas note.
Okay.
Quick Vegas note.
Yeah.
The over-under pre-game, like I know obviously it switched, the over-under standing up was 59 points, spread Patriots by 3. The Patriots kick a field goal and win the game instead of score that touchdown. They win 31-28. They win by 3. The game's over-under is 59. Everybody gets their money back. Nobody wins any money. It's an absolute 0-0 draw.
Wow.
It's a 0-0 drop. It was that close.
So, I mean, really, Vegas lost less money by having it be a touchdown then, because they don't make anything if everyone gets their money back.
If the Patriots don't get that 2-point conversion at the end of the game, they end up making like double their money or something because most people bet on the Patriots to cover by 3. Wow. Of course, they end up doing it because of that bullshit in overtime.
That's
insane.
The
bullshit in overtime that was not a touchdown.
What? Not a touchdown? Are you kidding me?
I didn't think it got a fair review.
I've heard people talk about this. I knew you wanted to talk about this. I thought you were slightly joking because I don't even understand what I'm looking at when I see. I've seen the photos, and I can't even lie and say that like it does resemble some sort of a football in his arm being short and his knee down. But I think it's his arm, man.
Yeah,
I think it's his arm.
I'm pretty sure it's his arm.
It's like a half centimeter. Like they reviewed it. It's a touchdown. They review it.
And here's the thing:
they reviewed it. But they didn't really have a chance to go back on it because they already dropped.
Confetti was coming down.
Confetti's gone. Reporters are all surrounding Brady, and he's like, "This is actually my favorite moment of the whole Super Bowl." Brady standing there with his helmet off, saying, telling his offense to come back to just wait, hold on. What if it wasn't in?
Because he knew.
He knew it was fucking close. But all the other players, they were like, "No way, touchdown!"
I mean, in the end, let's be real. It didn't matter.
And it was a touchdown, man.
They were going to score anyways. Blunt was going to pound it in the next play.
But I'm actually surprised how many people I've seen have said that wasn't a touchdown.
Everyone's going to find some reason to bitch, right? I mean, first it was deflated footballs, then it wasn't a touchdown. But I mean, with that play...
Super Bowl was rigged.
With that, yeah, Super Bowl was rigged. With that play in particular, it's inconclusive. You look at that, you cannot tell me with 100% certainty it's not in. Stands as called in the field. That's NFL 101. Games are decided like that every season. Maybe it's not the best way to do it. It's how it's done. That's a legitimate win in my books.
Yeah, they were going to win anyways. It's a moot point.
Yeah, Blunt was getting in the end zone right there anyways. And
Kyle
Shanahan was going to throw the ball 3 times, and they weren't going to go anywhere, and they were going to give the ball right back.
I mean, Brady was probably sneaking it after that. So this is better for Goodell in the league. Like, they didn't have to have Brady score the winning touchdown and then spike it on their ass.
Absolutely. That'd be amazing. All right, Seth, you mentioned rigged Super Bowl accusations out there. I saw a great video the day after the Super Bowl.
I've seen it too.
It's one of the best reactions, I guess, to the overtime. Let me set the stage for you. So it's first drive of overtime. Tom Brady and the Patriots, they're driving down the field. A little blurb comes up to tell you the rules of football. If the Patriots score a touchdown here, they win the Super Bowl. All right, so that's where we come in and we join our fearless hero here, calling out the NFL on its corrupt ways. So Kyle's going to go ahead and throw that video up for us.
This shit better go viral, too, on my mom. This shit gotta go viral. NFL rig, man. The NFL rig. All this shit. Basketball, baseball, all that shit. Look. Thank God for the DVR. Win Super Bowl. Win touchdown. It's still 28-28. Overtime. 12 minutes and 2 seconds. 12 minutes, 2 seconds left. They haven't scored yet. That shit crazy. They have not scored yet. Somebody fucked up tonight.
So
these jabronis go on for 5.5 minutes.
Can you blame the man? The man is right. The game is rigged.
It's rigged.
It came across the screen.
Absolutely. It says they win with touchdown. They won with touchdown. Either somebody's psychic or the shit's rigged, man. It's official.
The thing is, you can't really tell what type of DVR box this is from the bar. But part of me wonders if that guy's American or Canadian. How many football games have you watched, son? They put that on every time.
Maybe he's not even from North America.
I mean, you can tell with that accent. He's from North America.
He's American.
He's from the South.
Yeah, he's American for sure. I mean, maybe what team is he going to cheer for in the South? Maybe they've just never been to an overtime game ever.
Either way, they were bitter.
Oh, that's good.
That's
really good.
Yeah, so NFL, we got you in our sights. We know your corrupt ways. You better watch out.
And this guy's gone viral.
He's gone viral. He's made it to the big times. All right, awesome. So back on football topics yet again. Falcons, do they make the Super Bowl next year after that devastating defeat?
All right, well, before we even talk about Super Bowl, because I mean that's insane to me at this point to talk about Super Bowl. Let's just talk about playoffs. Let's just talk about they went 11-5. It's a good record. That's not a great record. They were at 14-2. They lose 2 more games. They're 9-7. They're not like making the playoffs. Okay, like they're right on that cusp. They weren't something spectacular. They got hot at the end. They were great. Kyle Shanahan's leaving. They're getting the drunk Steve Sarkisian. So, I mean, it doesn't mean things are about to be great. They obviously got to be sad. I don't know. I'm not expecting this to just be an epic team next year for sure. Not in my opinion.
I don't see them going back to the Super Bowl. No, definitely not. But The only key player that they lose, Jonathan Babineau, at the end of the season. They lose,
dude's 35. I mean, let's get real.
Okay, he's 35, but he plays lots of down. They lose Dwight Freeney, who plays every down. They lose Courtney Upshaw. They lose Sean Witherspoon. They lose Tammy. They lose Deshaun Golden. And my favorite, Tololio. I just like his name. The tight end.
Yeah,
I just like his name. He got a couple touchdowns.
Okay.
I just like his name. They're losing like a good chunk of their core, so I don't see them unless they can like draft well and go back. It's the NFC South. Every year there's a new winner.
I was gonna say I'm not even too worried about their core. Carolina should be better next year by all means.
Who's their core?
Tampa's going to be better, right? Tampa's a good team,
Yeah,
and then it's still Drew Brees and the Saints. Like it's good competition. So I don't know if I expect them to just run away with it for sure. You know, I don't know.
I don't think they make the playoffs. I don't think.
You don't think they make the playoffs? I mean, fair enough. NFL's hard to make the playoffs in, so.
Well, like
I could see them missing the playoffs for sure.
Their only core players are Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman, and Vic Beasley.
They have a pretty good O-line.
I mean, that's pretty good.
And they have a good O-line. Jake Matthews is great left tackle.
Alex
Max, great center.
So, I mean, they're still a solid team.
They're still a good team. I still expect them to win games, but
that division is wide open every single season, and I love it.
Okay, so maybe same topic. Does Matt Ryan regress then next year? Does he still have an MVP year and again next year?
I think the offense in general regresses a little bit because, like, although Kyle Shanahan blew the game constantly, I think he's a genius. If you watch these, they're gashing the Patriots in the first half for runs. They're massive holes. Julio Jones is like open by 9 yards somehow. Sometimes they have. If you're watching them during the playoffs, the route, the concepts they're running, great plays. There's plays Freeman's open for like 15 yards down the sideline, ran for like up to the 40. Like he's a guru in my eyes, to be honest. So
he's absolute. Like he led RG3 was Rookie of the Year under him. Matt Schaub was a Pro Bowler.
Do you guys remember that the Browns went like 7-9 that one year, like 3 years ago? He was the offensive coordinator there.
Just looking
somehow he led them to 7 wins.
So hold up,
and then he quit. He chose to quit.
Let's back up to earlier. Then are you guys saying Kyle Shanahan, does he have a shot then in San Francisco to make a change, or is he still going to stink it up there?
I like him, but I don't know about San Francisco in general.
I just like making fun of him right now. He
deserves it.
You're right. I mean, he's in the dog hit pile right now. You know, he's in the doghouse. Okay, so we got one more Super Bowl topic on the schedule here slated for today. One of the biggest topics every year: who deserves to be the MVP of the Super Bowl itself? Obviously, it was Tom Brady, but I mean, there's a pretty solid argument out there. Maybe James White deserved that instead. So let's hear, boys, who deserved it.
Go with James White and 3 touchdowns. Give me James White every day.
Here's the thing: I understand the James White argument. I think it's the popular, trendy, like, I watch sports, I know sports. I'm going to choose someone who's not the best player on the team because he had a big game, and it makes sense. I get it. 14 catches, blah, blah, blah. Brady had 466 yards. That's a record. He had 46 yards in the fourth quarter. That's a record. He had the most completions in the Super Bowl, 43. That's a record. He threw the ball 62 times. James White ran the ball 6 times for 29 yards. Okay, yes, he caught 14 passes for 115, most of which are dump offs. They're all from Brady. His 3 touchdowns, 2 were just from the frickin' 1 yard line. The other was a 5 yard out. If you ask anyone in that locker room who led them back, it's Brady. If Brady's not on that team, and if Deion Lewis is replacing James White in this game and he doesn't get injured, the same thing happens in this game. Jacoby Brissett wore a Tom Brady jersey to the parade. They're all hugging and praising Brady after the game. We love you.
It's because it's
Thank
Tom Brady.
You let us.
He's a hero. He's a goddamn hero in New England, Boston, even people in Canada.
You just said it. He's the hero.
A hero. I'll hit you with this. Alternative MVP. Trey Flowers on defense. 6 tackles, 2.5 sacks. Or Dante Hightower. He had 2 tackles, a sack, a forced fumble. That forced fumble was big too.
But I mean, here's the deal. Unless your position starts with the letters Q and B, there's a 99% chance you're not winning that Super Bowl MVP.
You're right. You have to have a great game. Let alone on the freaking defense, dude. Giving me a defensive MVP? Like, come
alternative
on.
stats.
And I mean, the deal is your quarterback has to be shit to win that. I mean, what? Von Miller won it when he had an aging Peyton Manning at the helm? I mean, no wonder they had no one else to give it to.
They had 3 back-to-back-to-back touchdown drives when they needed it. I understand why it could have been James White, but
All right,
It's Brady.
Give it to the GOAT.
All right.
Give it
You
to
just
the
heard it
goat.
from the horse's mouth. Seth just told you if you think James White should be the MVP, well, you're kind of an idiot.
You're a sports hipster. You're a sports hipster.
There you go, the sports hipster.
So I'm a sports hipster.
All right.
Sports hipster.
All right, Seth, so you said it earlier. We've been blessed the last few years, some pretty great Super Bowls. This whole year has just been some ridiculous comebacks in all sorts of different championships, from the NFL, the NBA. We've got the MLB when the Cleveland blew their 3-1 lead. All sorts of stuff. I want you guys to rank top championships of the year, best comebacks, best games. Just rank down your best things, right? Kyle,
All right.
let's start with you.
Number one, probably one of the best college football games I've seen in a while. We're going to go with the NCAA National Championship, Alabama.
Great game.
Great game, yeah. So that's your number one, top one. Okay.
Number two, take it back to the history books. Chicago Cubs. First championship in
That one
over
is
100
crazy.
years.
And they were down 3-1.
And
Remember
they,
that?
and they were down 3-1, and they balled out all season long.
That one was great. That one felt great. Like, that one, everyone was cheering for the Cubs. Really, except, actually, you know what? You were cheering the opposite. There were some of you who were cheering for the curse to fucking go on forever.
I wanted the curse to live on forever, but it was
That one, like,
good.
if you put that as number one, I could see why.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably go with NBA championship and Steph Curry blowing that 3-1 lead to
Blowing
LeBron. Even though LeBron did just take over, and he should have just done it in the first game and not made it a series, and just won it in 4 games anyways, if he's that good.
I mean, can you just go and win it? I mean,
Just go and win it.
just go and win it. Go play
LeBron.
the best team in the world.
Do
Just
it.
go and win it. Just go win. Okay, so you're putting the NBA. I mean, that's a pretty solid comeback.
And then number 5.
Number 5.
That's number
Between-
4, buddy.
okay.
You're on number 4.
Well,
It's
yeah, I'm
not,
on number
I used to
4.
4.
Learning to count.
Yeah.
I was ready for 5.
Looking way back to last year's March Madness, the buzzer beater Villanova against North Carolina, that was pretty huge too.
Yeah, great game. I mean, in the rearview mirror for a lot of people, but good memory.
And just because the Super Bowl is really fresh, I'm just going to keep it at 5. We'll look back on it and all think it was great.
Honestly, the first 3 quarters of that Super Bowl weren't the best. They were pretty standard. They weren't terrible, but they weren't anything earth-shattering. It was the end of that game that made
You
it
know
for
what?
me.
You guys kind of... I had my order. I was writing it here right now as we do this, and you guys just switched my Super Bowl rank.
Yeah?
Y'all just switched it. Just a little bit, but y'all switched it.
Okay.
Here's
Hold on. And
Nope.
last but not least,
You just gave us.
Super
we
Bowl.
got
man.
the
You did Super Bowl.
NHL.
Oh,
NHL.
Let's go NHL.
Went 6 games. Great 6 games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Who was
it's been
in it?
good finals.
It was Sharks Pens.
Sharks
I didn't watch
Pens.
it. I was in Europe.
Oh, it was a good game. It was a good series.
I didn't watch it.
Really gonna rank it number 6, and you didn't even watch it.
Well,
Love it.
there's no other ones to put ahead of it.
I like it.
I don't know soccer, so
Let's do it. Number 6. It's the only sports we know. All right, Seth. Let's hear from you, buddy. What's
All
your
right,
live
I'm going
rank?
to give you mine. I'm going to just give you a personal reason, pretty much, or why I think it's freaking the way it is. Okay, number 1 for me is the NBA Finals. The reason for me is because they had 79 wins. They were the best team by far. And the NBA just gives you this like drama that you don't get from other leagues where they'll tweet shit at each other. They'll tweet hate. They're like, there's this like house. They were like tweeting baby bottles at LeBron, and Clay was calling him out and like saying he's a bitch ass, and like LeBron stepped over Draymond, and Draymond like called him a bitch or some shit, and LeBron's like, hey, don't say that, I got kids. And he gets kicked out of the game, and then LeBron goes off, and he wears that shirt with the frickin' what's that, Hermit the Crab or Hermit the
so the Halloween
Frog.
thing with the war.
Oh yeah, and the Halloween thing, the cookies. It's just
They trolled each other
It's
so
just
Hold
much.
on, hold on.
great.
What's the Halloween thing for those of us who don't know? What are the cookies?
I can't
okay.
remember.
During
the Halloween
Halloween,
thing.
LeBron had a Halloween party,
Mhm.
and then he had cookies that were like graves, tombstones per se. And they had like Klay Thompson's name on it and Steph Curry's name, and like the
numbers.
band's name was blew a 3-1 lead. Like the NBA goes deep like that. They care about that
Damn.
like petty
Yo,
shit.
did you see, a little bit off topic, did you see Chandler Parsons and CJ McCollum going at it last week?
No, what happened? What went down?
Parsons is always tweeting about shit.
I love this.
He's hilarious.
He's a
And
funny guy.
CJ McCollum responds to one of his tweets by saying, well, sure glad we didn't sign you.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. It was good.
That's
Oh, my
great.
goodness.
Chandler Parsons, he tweets a lot. He kind of goes where the money is, but I like him. I respect him. I would do the same.
Man,
if I was
I'm never
Richard
gonna
Perry.
fault a guy for going
All
where the
right,
money
you're
is.
number 2.
Okay, my number 2, it was the Super Bowl till you guys just talked me out of it. It's the MLB Championship. The reason that one, for me, wasn't higher, it should be, like, it could be number 1, The series was great. They were down 3-1. I didn't think any of the games themselves were, except for like the last one. The last one was incredible. I remember when they came back, they won the overtime, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That one was incredible. But other than that, I didn't think games 1 through 4 were that crazy. I wasn't like blown away. Maybe it's because I'm a fucking Jays fan,
Just a little Jays
bitter
postseason hangover.
but like either way, I had it at 3. It deserves number 2. 3, Super Bowl for me. Tom Brady at 5, biggest comeback, collapse. That's why. 4, Clemson, Alabama. It was crazy. The reason 5, I think the only reason number 5 is even on the list is because it was like not the build-up wasn't crazy. We don't all love Villanova and like UNC. It's not like that versus Duke, but the shot. It's a great awe moment. It's a great shot.
Dramatics of it. All the dramatics.
But it's not like a tough like.
I couldn't tell you a single player from either of those college basketball teams.
There you go.
But it was a good game.
It was a great moment. So that's my order.
There you go. I guess NHL's at number 6 for Seth as well. Nobody remembers.
It would
that.
go less than number 6 for me. Like I watched that Roger Federer, Rafael, and Nadal.
Mm-hmm.
That was okay. Like the freaking the Australian Open.
Oh yeah, that was a great. That was a great match.
Went 5 sets.
Yeah.
It was epic, man. Federer won.
Federer, like 41?
34.
Oh, wow.
41.
And you know what? Let's get off our North American bias here for a second.
17 majors.
What
18
about,
maybe.
18, goddamn. What about that soccer team that was like 1,800 to 1 odds to win the
you know what? If we were,
right?
That should win it.
That should win it right
should
there.
Be number 1. That should be number 1.
There you go. So,
you're right.
All right. And I mean, really, was this year the year of comebacks, the year of chokes? I mean, the amount of blown leads this year was insane.
3-1s are never safe now.
All right, so back to football for 1 second here. Season all MVP, all those awards were brought in. One of the most controversial was the rookie MVP. Dak Prescott wins out over Zeke Elliott. I mean, what do you guys think? Should Zeke have won it? Does Dak deserve it? Is this a QB bias in the NFL yet again?
A little bit of QB bias, maybe, but you give me any other running back behind that offensive line, and they don't put up the same numbers, but they at least put up 1,000 yards. Probably get 10 touchdowns. Okay, if you're a rookie, it's not nothing.
I mean, I guess you're right.
Absolutely. Come into a big league.
I guess you're right.
You look at DeMarco Murray's good. He's just, okay, we're not going to count him because he's good.
Don't show disrespect to DeMarco Murray. He led my fantasy team for a lot
But
of
look at Darren McFadden goes in there last year and balls out for like 3 or 4 games.
That's true.
You could have had any one of the running backs last season in fantasy and probably had a good game with them.
I agree with you. The reason I give it to Ezekiel Elliott is because I don't know if I'd give it to him. I actually don't care. I think it's a moot point. Like, Dak deserved him anyways.
I really don't give a shit.
He had the most wins by a rookie, tying Big Ben ever in history, so that's by a quarterback. Best completion percentage by a rookie quarterback. Best TD to INT ratio by a rookie quarterback, 23-4. Best passer rating by any rookie quarterback in NFL history. So, like, those are good numbers. So, like, in terms of, like, that's pretty good. Zeke, I love Zeke. And I actually don't believe any other running back could do what he does because, like, the way he runs over people and the speed he has to the outside, I think is, like, unbelievable. But to me, I think it's a moot point. And honestly, I think if they have Ezekiel Elliott and they don't have Dak, they could be 7-9. And if they have Dak and they don't have Ezekiel Elliott, they're still a playoff team.
And that's the thing. Wow. If they have Ezekiel Elliott and no Dak, they have Tony Romo. I mean, as long as he doesn't break his back yet again, he's in there winning them games and he's getting them to the playoffs.
But if they don't have a good quarterback and they're just relying like on Zeke,
5.1 yards per carry. That's pretty tough. But
that's good stats. And I mean, I think Dak was better because of Zeke. I mean, when you have that much offensive run game threat,
together, you know?
Yeah, it's like peanut butter and jelly. Dak and Zeke should have given him a co trophy.
Honestly, like when Dak took the trophy, he was like, you know, he praised Zeke a lot. They took a photo together, so like,
it's kind of cool that they're both,
you know, they're on the same team. They're boys. They're growing up together.
That's like, cool. I mean, that seems to be the direction of the NFL. I mean, it seems a lot less beef in the NFL, at least especially between team members. I mean, Tom Brady comes out after and says James White should have won the MVP.
All right,
it's not a Terrell Owens world anymore.
He
got snubbed, by the way. T.O. got snubbed. Deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. Unfair. Top 3 in catches. Top 3 in yards. Top 3 in touchdowns.
No question about it.
Get this man
statistically he got snubbed.
Get him a jacket.
Get the man a golden jacket. Get him a jacket. Get the man a golden jacket.
Put his head on a plaque.
As you were saying, Kyle, I apologize.
It's okay. Okay, Darren McFadden, 2015, and obviously it's Darren McFadden and not Zeke, but still ran 239 times for 1,089 yards.
Those are
4.6
good
yards a
numbers.
carry.
Those are good numbers.
But
Very good numbers.
get his touchdowns. Only
Amen.
3.
See, and then Zeke this year, he had 322 attempts, 1,631 yards, and 15 rushing TDs. I think he's also got a catching TD or 2 in there.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
he's
for
sick.
sure.
He's sick. But regardless,
Again,
like
toss
Seth
up.
said, they're boys,
They're
and they're
boys.
probably going to go party and drink out of that thing tonight.
It's true. I guess it's just armchair
Tonight.
athletes like us that care.
Every night. They're doing it till next year.
Yeah. Until they're not Rookie of the Year anymore.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, they.
Well, you know,
yeah,
Dez
they're a
is
team.
also partying with them.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Dez
you
ain't
know,
gonna let
Dev, you know,
that
and you know,
happen.
Witten's up in there.
You think?
Oh, Witten is up in there partying for sure.
You know, Romo's probably having one good old time last time. Like, come on,
Before
boys,
he's off
before
to
I head out.
Houston?
And they're like,
Before he
stay
comes
with
down
us,
the
bro.
road.
Stay with us. I can't do it.
I don't know, man. Strip clubs usually aren't wheelchair accessible, so we're going to be able to get in.
Ooh, I still like Romo, by the way.
I still like Romo,
Romo, too.
I mean, he's
But
good.
I
It's just-
don't think he'll play another season because he's going to get hurt.
yeah, he's too old for it, man. It's too brittle.
Did part of you not think since he took a season off, it's like, oh, I'm just chilling for one whole year. It's more time to recover. It's like more rest.
It's more rest, but then you
Strength.
get rusty. And I mean, when you don't exercise those muscles, they get weaker.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so let's get off football here. Let's move on to basketball. 2 superstar names, Kevin Durant and LeBron James. Both, some would say, are similar in some aspects. Some are pretty different in some aspects. Both made big moves to go play on different teams. What do you guys think? Compare these players.
Yeah, this is something I wanted to talk about for a little bit here because it's been a hot button topic with a lot of people. I even heard Steve Nash defending Kevin Durant going to Golden State, obviously because Steve Nash freaking works there now, saying it's the exact same as when LeBron went to Miami or when he returned to Cleveland to join
It is the exact
Superstars.
same thing.
I mean, again, here we are, another one of these mindless human beings saying this. So I just have some numbers after idiot here quickly to just discuss the greatness of LeBron James and the non-greatness of these teams without LeBron James and how it is different, okay? So here is the Cleveland Cavaliers record when LeBron James got drafted with them, excluding his rookie year, okay? 2004 to 2005, 42 and 40, 9th place. 2005, 2006, 50 and 32, 4th place. 2006, 2007, 50 and 32, 2nd place. 2007, 2008, 45, 37, 4th place. 2008, 2009, 66 and 16, 1st. 2009, 2010, 61 and 21, 1st. Win-loss total over that time period, 314, 178. So they dominate with him, okay? Now I'm going to tell you their numbers when he leaves, when he gets the fuck out of there, all right? When he goes away. The first year.
Listen, who else did they have? They literally had
I don't know
nobody.
who they had. I'm just telling you, when one person leaves the team, one specific individual, this is what happens to the team. I'm going to also tell you what happens to the Oklahoma City Thunder when one person leaves the team named Kevin Durant and how they're still a playoff team right now.
Fair enough. Okay.
Dude,
They are.
go.
19 and 63, 15th place, so last place. 21 and 45, 13th. 24 and 58, 13th. 33 and 49, 10th place. Win-loss total, 97 and 215. So they fucking suck. They're nobodies. They had 2 first-round picks. Absolutely nobodies, okay? When he comes back, right away, 53 and 29, 2nd place. 57 and 25, 1st place. And right now, 34 and 15, 1st place. Total, 144 and 69.
You're giving me a whole lot of numbers right now.
All I know is this: when he's on their team, their win-to-loss ratio is 2-1, and when he's off their team, their win-to-loss ratio is 1-2.
I mean, he's a game-changing player, absolutely.
But, so
My numbers aren't finished, but go ahead.
we'll get back to the numbers. We'll get back to the numbers. Let's hear from Kyle.
So you say it's not the exact same thing as LeBron joining the Heat.
I'm about to show you why.
Okay, before you get into that,
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you who the Heat had on that roster that season that he joined.
Okay.
And obviously they're not stars, but there's lots of good players. So obviously Chris Bosh and obviously Dwayne Wade. But they also had Mike Miller, James Jones, Juwan Howard, Udonis Haslem.
Mike Miller, James Jones are not good players.
They were decent at the
They
time.
are not. They were
They were
minimum
serviceable,
contracts.
minimal contracts because they had to be, but they would have made more somewhere else. Shane Battier was still
Shane
decent
Battier is
at
good.
the
I'll say
time.
Shane Battier is good.
And Mario Chalmers was a
Mario
pretty
Chalmers
good
is
first round
good.
pick that
Mario
season.
Chalmers is also good. I'll give
So
you Mario Chalmers
it's
is
not
good.
like he wasn't joining like
No, he's joining a
of,
good
like,
team.
insanely talented.
When
players.
he joined the Miami Heat, this was the record when he joined the team. Or this is the record pre-LeBron, okay? Because they were still pretty good pre-LeBron. Because they won that
Can you
championship
give
with
me an
Shaq.
overall number?
Win-loss total with Shaq, 260 to 232. Post-Shaq, which is after 2007, 105 to 141. So they're still losing. The years before LeBron came, the 3 years, 15th place, 5th place, and 5th place. And the 5th places, they just hover around 500. Then when he comes, second, first, second. The year he leaves, when they still have Chris Bosh, when they still have Dwayne
has
Wade.
a blood clot for the whole season.
He played that year. The next year is when he missed it.
Okay.
They go 37 and 45. They finish in 10th place. The year then, when Chris Bosh plays most of the year, or misses most of the year with the blood clot, they still somehow finish in third, 48 and 34. And then this year, they're 21 and 30 without Dwayne Wade. So
and Chris Bosh.
But like,
But now
even
they
the year when they had them both with them, they're 37 and 45. So they're still a nobody team. Right now, the Cleveland Cavaliers, when they don't have LeBron James, they're 5 and 18. Okay?
I mean, the guy's a game-changing
Kevin Love
player.
and Kyrie Irving are supposed 2 All-Stars. He went to join. They're 5 and 18 without him.
I think that's because LeBron just doesn't let them be all-stars.
5 and 18. They can be All-Stars when he's not on the court. Golden State's record, this speaks for itself. The years pre-Kevin Durant. 51-31, 67-15, 73-9.
Okay, but you can't get more win.
They can't get better. They can't get better, right?
So
Yeah, he goes to.
it's a playoff better. We have to wait till the playoffs.
They could win. They could win one more game, but he's going to the best team. They were the best team without him, and now they're the best team with him. LeBron wasn't going to the best team. Neither of those teams would be the best team without LeBron because they weren't when he left. Mm-hmm. If Kevin Durant leaves this team, Golden State is still going to the Western Conference Finals. 95% chance of going to the finals and playing Cleveland again.
Well, I mean, all he's doing is just piling on. So, I mean, is there anything wrong with that, though? I mean,
all I'm saying to say that his move, LeBron never joined the best team. When he went to Cleveland, they were not the best team. When he went to Miami, they were not the best team. He didn't join the team that went to the finals.
Yeah, but that's because
Kevin Durant is legitimately joining the team that went to the finals.
LeBron has the power to say, "Yo, I'm coming here, and you're gonna get me this guy, and then this guy, and then this guy, and then maybe we'll win."
And I'm saying those guys, even when they're together without him, are 5 and 18. Those great guys are 5 and 18 without him, and I guarantee you, take Kevin Durant off this team, they're still 73 and 9 last year.
Matt, but the reason they're not great without him is because they don't know how to play without him at this point. I mean, they just rely on LeBron for pretty much everything, it seems, when they play.
So then that would make LeBron even like a greater aspect of the team that they have to rely on. Either way, all I'm saying is where LeBron goes, he affects the team in a great aspect. Kevin Durant going to Golden State is not the same because even though their championship opportunities are better with him, they still have great championship opportunities without him. Both teams, when you lose LeBron, your championship opportunities go from whatever percentages to 0.
All right.
Their percentages don't go to 0.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, it seems like is it one guy who makes a team, or is it the team that makes a team? I mean, Golden State has 5 great guys.
OKC is still 55 and 27 this year without
55 and 27 this season. They've played all.
Sorry, that's
games.
with Kevin Durant. Sorry, that's with Kevin
right.
Durant. Sorry, that is
Being
with
busy,
Kevin
man. It's
Durant.
been a busy schedule.
But they're in the playoffs. They're 5th place. The record is. I'll give me a second on this one. But they're in the playoffs.
All right.
All I'm
Fair
saying
enough.
is that without LeBron, you don't make the playoffs. Without Kevin Durant, you're still making the playoffs. And if Golden State doesn't have Kevin Durant, they're still in the finals.
No.
Yeah, they're still in the finals. Golden State, yeah.
Golden State, yeah.
Miami doesn't have LeBron. They're irrelevant. Cleveland doesn't have a LeBron. They're irrelevant.
Yeah,
That's
if
my
LeBron's
point.
not in the league, there's nobody who's going to challenge Golden State for the win. I mean, I think that's what it boils
And I
down
honestly
to.
don't even know if anyone's challenging them this year anyways.
All right, let's look ahead. Where does LeBron go? Because he's already pissy about his teammates.
Oh, he's pissed.
He want out. Does he go to the West finally? Does he try and prove himself in the West, or is he too old?
Quickly, OKC 30 and 23. Prove himself in the West. I don't think he'll ever do that because that's way too much competition. He's got to keep going to the finals. East is easier right now.
He's got to keep going to the
Gotta stay chill.
That's a business
Gotta
decision,
stay
man.
chill. Business.
Yeah.
Strictly
Stay
business.
chill.
LeBron, if he's one thing, he's a businessman. LeBron understands the business. He understands making money. I mean, every decision he makes is pretty much about making money.
There's no way he's going to
Does
play
he go to
Golden
New
State.
York?
No chance.
I
I
think
think
Phil.
Mhm.
He hates Phil.
I think he
Him and his
stays in
posse.
Cleveland, and the only way he leaves is late in his career. Maybe some power shift happens where the East is stronger, and he goes to the Lakers.
To win a championship.
Just to live out. I don't even know how to win a
Just to live
championship.
out.
Just
to
go live
be
in
a
LA.
Laker.
I mean, guy wants to just go live retirement in LA.
How about KD? He's a free agent next year.
Well, I think he's probably going to stay.
You think he's going to stay for another
If
year?
they win a championship, why wouldn't he?
I don't think they can pay everyone.
Well, I think that
Curry
Curry
needs
needs a new contract.
Curry
yeah.
needs to get
Ooh,
paid.
yeah.
But
that's
I think
true.
they can still pay them because Draymond's on a pretty good contract, and so is Clay, actually.
Yeah.
They're on decent contracts.
Fair.
Fair enough.
You know what's crazy? You think about that Game 7, that like championship game. They lose that game. Kevin Durant's not leaving, right? He's staying in OKC.
I don't think so.
He's not going to a team that just won the championship.
He's not going to Oakland.
So
to Golden State.
You know, like that win, it affected like the entire league.
So then where does he go? Like, where is he going to go instead, you know? Or
I don't know. Maybe San Antonio.
Ooh.
Probably San Antonio.
But they have Kawhi. They have
Where they could still
LaMarcus
have him.
Aldridge.
That's not four. He just joined a team with like
But
3
four, you're
superstars.
right.
He could
You
join
need
2.
one more.
absolutely, he can go where the fuck he wants. I
He could
mean,
join wherever.
They got Pau Gasol, dude.
I mean, if Golden State won, he probably would have joined Cleveland and helped LeBron win one.
there you go. See,
Yeah.
alternate timelines.
I just want to win.
So obviously, being a Canadian podcast, we were remiss if we didn't touch on the NHL. It's been a pretty good season so far. It's getting 3/4 of the way through right about now.
Just
getting
past
up to
the
that point.
All-Star break.
Just past the All-Star break. Getting time to make some picks for the Stanley Cup. Who are you guys' favorites? I mean, Vegas odds, they've got Washington as the number 1 favorite with Minnesota close behind. What are you guys feeling on it?
So I've been looking at this a little bit here, and here's the thing about NHL hockey in general. You can't. It's not just the best 2 teams. It's always different. But I look at it this year. There's no team I'm like, oh wow. There's no one I'm pumped about. Washington's obviously sick. If they won, that'd be awesome. So then when I look at, if you don't know who's going to win, who's going to win?
I mean, I'm going to stop right there.
Blackhawks.
Blackhawks?
They end up winning pretty much half the time. They didn't win last year. They win every other year, it seems like. They're doing pretty good, but not great, crazy good. They're primed to win.
They're in 3rd in the West. They're doing pretty good.
They're doing good. I mean, they're a playoff team.
That perfect
I also
playoff
hate
win.
them. They're like the Patriots
I
of
hate
the
them.
NHL.
I hate them too.
Like the
I can tell you I
Patriots
don't
of
want the
NHL.
Blackhawks to win. That's for
Me
sure.
neither. This is just who I think could win.
Absolutely. They crushed the NHL. You mentioned Washington. I'm going to tell you Washington, I'm going to guarantee it right now. They're not winning the Cup. Washington, it's been the year of choke games, or choking hazards, I guess. But, Washington is going to choke so hard in the playoffs, just like they do every year.
To win. God, I would love for them to win.
It'd be cool. It'd be interesting, but I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're going to be out. I mean, if they make it to the second round, I'd be surprised.
Seeing Ovechkin raise the cup would be awesome.
Washington's joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hot right now.
Give me Pittsburgh out of the East.
Flames just beat Pittsburgh, hey?
They won today.
I mean,
They
again,
won
it's
tonight.
hockey, though. Any given Sunday,
Any given
right?
day, yeah.
Any given day.
Oh, the Flames. There we go. Let's go.
For me, I gotta take the Wild. I love Dubnyk. I think he struggled in Edmonton. It was kind of sad to see, but he's found a home in Minnesota.
I would like Minnesota to do well because I like Bruce Boudreau. He's kind of like, he is like the coach he is the Washington Capitals of the coach. I know he coached it, but like he's just like them. Anywhere they go,
Yeah.
He went to the Ducks. They're sick. They were sick with him. They're sick without him.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get over that hump. Something about him. I don't know what it is. So I'd root for him. If he was there, I'd root for him for sure.
Fair enough. Yeah, absolutely. Being that we're in Alberta, let's talk Edmonton Flames. Are we going to see him in the playoffs this year? Are we going to see him face off?
Edmonton, I hate to say it because like I've been against Edmonton for a while and just saying like not only just because I don't like them, but just really before this year, I always thought like all the hype was bullshit. And even this year, I was slightly hesitant just because I didn't even think the changes on defense were big enough. Their goal differential is plus 15. It's only second to San Jose in the division. In terms of even in the West, their goal differential is third to San Jose and Minnesota. So they're killing it. Their road record is good. They're a good team. Connor McDavid is a beast. The Oilers.
The Edmonton Oilers, man. They're a great team.
Who would you mention?
Connor McDavid.
Oh, okay, him.
Connor McDavid. Connor McJesus. He's a man. He's not just like, he's a man now. It's not just like, I'm an all-star, I'm good. He's gone to that level where like Crosby and Ovechkin went, where it's like, I'm taking over the league type level now. That's my opinion on the Oilers. I hate to say it. Flames, we're going to be battling to the last second, and we'll probably do the most Flames things ever, which is lose the last game, come in ninth, get the 14th overall draft pick, break our fans' hearts.
Draft nobody.
I mean, Kachuk recently.
But that's because they had to do terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, just throwing this out here right now, as of this morning, Edmonton Oilers did a 99.1% chance of making the playoffs. So I mean, Falcons had a 99% chance of winning the Super Bowl, but saw how that turned out. But Calgary, they have a 39% chance to make the Super Bowl right now. Or sorry, not the Super Bowl, the fucking
Super
playoffs.
Bowl!
Yeah, they have a 0% chance making that. They got a 39% chance making the playoffs.
They got a chance at the Super Bowl.
You think the Flames? They got a chance?
Outside shot.
Yeah, they're switching sports, Fucking cross promotion is all the rage these days.
Going to get killed.
Absolutely. So, I mean, Flames, they got to battle it hard. Anyone know what their schedule's like for the rest of this year?
I actually haven't been looking at their schedule too much. I know they played 2 more games than most teams. They played 56 games. A lot of teams are at 54, 53.
We're in the East right now, and they got
We're on the road at Florida next, but I don't know the long-term schedule. Or sorry, at Arizona next. Arizona next. I apologize.
And then Philly. That should be a tough game too.
Absolutely. So while you guys are looking at that, I'm going to tell you why in the next 2-3 years, Flames and Oilers are going to be having their classic showdowns in the playoffs. All right?
Hit it.
Both they're young teams. Calgary is just about at the end of the rebuild. Oilers, I think, after this year, they've shown that their rebuild's finally done something after, 5-10 years. It's finally working out. Hopefully the Flames, they don't take a step backwards this season. They take a step forwards. Because, I mean, as an Oilers fan, I would love to see those playoffs. Oilers-Flames classic showdown. It'd be great. As long as I've cared about hockey, they both sucked. But why they're going to be good? Average age on the Edmonton Oilers, 26.156. Average age on Calgary, 26.879. San Jose Sharks, their big threat in the division right now, average age is 28 years old.
You can almost, that's like such a bad stat.
Man, I don't know, man. I think it's good. I mean, Oilers and Flames are both young teams. They got upcoming talent. San Jose, LA Kings, they got the oldest team in the league. They're in the downward slope. They're in the moonlight years.
All right, I agree that age can matter, but I was honest, those numbers to me aren't big enough to matter. Even though I don't believe San Jose could win, even though they're in first, I don't see them winning.
Joe Thornton is never
winning. I don't see them winning, to be honest, but...
I just want to throw, you say those numbers aren't big. Edmonton Oilers, they're about the 5th or 6th youngest in the league. LA Kings are the oldest, and that's only...
Did you say 27 and 25?
26, early, 26, just above it, and then 28.3.
So,
that's
2 years.
2 years, that's...
Average age,
that's a pretty big difference over the.
You always look at because every year they bring in old guys they have their classic
in long term. In 2 years, I would agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, if it was the playoffs right now and it was LA versus Edmonton,
LA wins.
I'm taking LA.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying today. I'm saying 2 years from now. I'm saying when all LA Kings average age is 30, all of the Edmonton Oilers their average age is 28. They're in their prime.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's going to be great for them then. But one thing I think we can all agree on, can we agree Vancouver's doing nothing for the next few years?
They're the new Flames. Do you remember when the Flames would just hold on for too long with Iggy, and then they got Tanguay, and then they're like, we're not giving up. We're going to keep trying. Mm-hmm. We're just going to get Wideman and just keep trying and trying and not That's Vancouver.
Let the Sedins go.
Let it go.
Seriously.
Move the fuck on. It's over.
Until they get rid of the Sedin sisters, they're not going to do anything. They're dead weight at this point.
Absolute dead weight. I don't want anything.
Goal differential minus 29.
Oh god,
that's amazing.
Who are they in last two?
There's actually Arizona and Colorado have a worse goal differential.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, Arizona's the last.
Can we just say in terms of here are NHL surprises teams here for me that are fucking sucking and doing good, I guess. Dallas, they're fucking sucking. 21, 23, and 10.
I bet on them to win the Stanley Cup at the end of the year. I like Dallas at the beginning of the year.
How can they be so bad right now? I don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. Tampa Bay. 24, 24, and 6.
But that's because Stamkos's been out for a while.
But wasn't Stamkos out the last few years for a little bit and they were okay?
I think so, but I think they lost a couple guys down there. I'd have to check that out.
Just come on. For me, at least. They got to be a little bit better than that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, respect to Columbus. 34, 13, and 5.
I like to see those lesser-known franchises do well. I mean,
I want to see one of those 4 expansion teams win a Stanley Cup.
Absolutely.
Before the Oilers.
Whoa.
Columbus
I take back
going to the finals, and they're either winning
against
or
Minnesota.
losing.
Let's see that.
Columbus went, or Columbus is going, Cleveland went.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other place? And the Indians went. Cleveland and the fucking Cavs. So there has to be one more. Obviously, the Browns aren't going to the Super Bowl, so it's not going to be a fucking clean sweep of all 4. But Cleveland, Ohio, that's Columbus, Ohio, that's right beside Cleveland, right? I don't know how close they actually are. Could be really fucking far.
I mean, it's doable. Hopefully
Geography, bro.
Geography.
That pretty much wraps it up for the inaugural episode. Is there anything else you guys wanted to hit on before we sign off?
Nothing.
Shouts out to Calgary. Shouts out to everyone for tuning in.
Sweet. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. We'll be hopefully out next week with another one. Till then, have a good one.